all standards with us by the Inclusive Design Center. What are standards? Standards affect the products and services we use in our daily lives. They make sure these are of good quality, consistent, reliable, efficient, and safe. Standards allow them to work smoothly and allow people to trust that things are made well. Let's talk about few examples. Consider a Wi-Fi router. Wi-Fi standards make sure your devices, phone, laptop, TV, can connect to any router. So you can get online easily, no matter what brand you use. Another example would be nutrition labels. Standards make sure that nutrition labels on food, like calories, fat, sugar, are clear and follow the same format. This helps people compare products and make healthier choices. Lastly, think about a phone charger. Thanks to standards, a charger made by one company can work with phones from other companies. The size of the plug, the voltage, and safety rules are all based on standards. This means it's safe to use and works properly, no guessing or worrying. Who makes the standards? Groups of experts or organizations come together to decide these rules. These groups are called standards organizations. Coming back to the previous charger example, it works not just with your phone, but also with your friend's phone. Why? Because there's a standard for the charger shape and voltage. Everyone follows the same rule. A group called USBF, USB Implementers Forum, helped create the USB charger standard. Other examples for some SDOs are ISO, makes international standards for everything, like paper sizes, safety signs, etc. IEEE makes standards for technology and electronics, like Wi-Fi. W3C makes rules for how websites work. What is the structure of a standard development organization? SDOs typically have a governing board or council that sets overall strategy, ensures compliance with standards development processes, and provides strategic direction. Then there are technical committees or working groups composed of experts who develop standards in their area of expertise. They conduct research, draft standards, and work to achieve consensus among stakeholders. Lastly, there are support persons who handle administrative tasks, manage communications, and ensure the organization's operations run smoothly. SDOs are present at both national and international level. At international SDOs, members from different countries work together to make standards that work worldwide. These include ISO, IEC, ITU, and IEEE, which have technical committees composed of experts from various countries who collaborate on global issues like data privacy, cybersecurity, and food safety. These committees work together to develop standards that are applicable and effective worldwide. National SDOs are groups that develop and maintain standards within a specific country and also have technical committees that typically focus on national needs. These technical committees are made up of local experts, industries, universities, and government bodies. Often, they adopt or adapt international standards to align with local laws and practices. Some examples of national SDOs are ANSI in the USA, BAS in India, DAN in Germany, ASC and SCC in Canada. What is the composition of a technical committee?
A technical committee in a standards development organization typically includes a diverse group of stakeholders.
Like the manufacturers and producers who bring technical and practical knowledge. Industry representatives familiar with market needs and trends. Government officials and regulatory bodies to ensure legal and policy alignment. Consumers and users who provide insights on usability. and accessibility and people with a general interest or subject matter expertise. Let's consider the example of a technical committee formed to develop standards for electric wheelchairs. Now, this committee will include: here the manufacturers and producers are the companies that design and build electric wheelchairs. They provide insights into materials, engineering, safety features, and production methods. Industry representatives are the suppliers of components, like motors or batteries, healthcare product associations, or mobility tech firms. They ensure the standard reflects current technologies and market trends. Consumers and users are people with mobility impairments who use electric wheelchairs. They contribute real-world experience on usability, comfort, and safety. Governments involved are public health agencies or transportation departments concerned with accessibility in public spaces, insurance coverage, or procurement guidelines. Regulatory authorities are entities like health or safety regulators ensuring the standard complies with medical device regulations and national laws. And lastly, people with general interest are academics, nonprofits, or disability rights organizations advocating for equity, universal design, and inclusion. How are standards made? And what is a standards development process? A typical standard development process usually involves 7 steps from proposing a standard all the way to publishing it. Step 1 starts with proposing the standard with evaluating the existing standards and approving the need for a new one. Step 2 is to start the project. Notify the public about the standard and put together a technical committee. Step 3 is development of context. Here a technical committee creates a draft standard. Step 4 is public inquiry where the standard draft is shared with the public for their feedback. Step 5 is content approval where the technical committee finalizes the standard draft based on the feedback. Step 6 is the final review. Here the SDO reviews the revisions and approves the final draft. Lastly, Step 7 is to publish a standard. The final standard is published. Both French and English versions are required in Canada. So, be a part of all standards with us and help us make inclusive standards with inclusive voices.